Welcome to Georgeway Math TV.
So how would I subtract this right here? 5 over 3y minus 4 over 7y. Well, whenever I'm adding two fractions, I first have to check the bottom to see if they are the same, or the denominators if they are the same. If they were the same, I'll just copy one. I'll just do this, copy one of them, and combine the top. But in this case, the denominators are not the same. And if the denominators are not the same, I have to make them the same by finding the LCD. So LCD of 3y and 7y. Now, whenever I'm finding LCDs involving variables and numbers, I first have to find the LCD of the numbers in front. So LCD of 3 and 7 is what I'm doing first. To figure out LCD of between 3 and 7, I have to find the multiples of those two numbers. So multiples of 3 and then multiples of 7. Multiples means you keep adding the same number. So 3 plus 3 is 6, plus 3 is 9, plus 3 is 12, plus 3 is 15, plus 3 is 18, plus 3 is 21, plus 3 is 24. And then I do this side too a little bit. 7 plus 7 is 14, plus 7 is 21, plus 7 is 28, plus 7 is 35. Then I can stop too. Now, the first number that is on this side and is also on that side will be your LCD. On my LCD. So that first number on this side and also on that side is 21. So the LCD between 3 and 7 is 21. But then you have variables. So I'm going to have to check the variables to see if they are common. And they are common. There's y here, there's y here. So I will just bring out one of them. So 21y will be my LCD. So now I'm just going to do this. So instead of having 3y and 7y, I'm going to use my LCD, which is 21y and then 21y. So now what goes to the top? To figure that out, I know I have to take the LCD. I do one fraction at a time. So I take the LCD divided by the denominator of the first fraction. So 21y divided by 3y. 21y divided by 3y. The y's cancel. 21 divided by 3 will give me 7. So that's 7. I times it by the numerator. So 7 times 5. That is 35. And I'm going to do the other fraction. 21y divided by 7y. So I have 21y and I'm dividing by the 7y. The y's cancel. 21 divided by 7 is 3. And then that 3 times the numerator. So 3 times 4 is 12. And I'll bring down the minus sign. So now I can see that the denominators are the same. So I can just copy one of them. And then I'll just combine the top. 35 minus 12. And 35 minus 12 is 23. And then over 21y. Can I simplify this? Nah, there's no number that can divide into those two. So I will just stop right there. So that would just be my answer. Alright, what about this one? Well, again, whenever I'm adding or subtracting fractions, I first check the denominators to see if they are the same. In this case, they are not the same. So, because they are not the same, I have to find the LCD. And the LCD will first be between the numbers. So LCD between 5 and 3. To figure that out, I have to find multiples of those two numbers. So multiples of 5 and then multiples of 3. So multiples means we keep adding the same number. 5 plus 5 is 10. plus 5 is 15, plus 5 is 20, plus 5 is 25. And then I'm going to do this side too a little bit. 3 plus 3 is 6, plus 3 is 9, plus 3 is 12, plus 3 is 15, plus 3 is 18. Let me stop there too. Now, the first number that is on this side and is also on the other side is my LCD. And that is 15. So between 5 and 3, I got 15. But then I see a variable x here, but there's no variable here. So even though there's no variable, the variables are not common, I'm still going to have just one of the x's here. Oh, I'm gonna have that one x added to the 15, so I have 15x as my LCD. So now that I know what my LCD is, I'm just gonna do this. Instead of 5x, I'm putting 15x. Instead of 3, I'm putting 15x. And now I'm doing one fraction at a time. I take the LCD and then I divide by the denominator. 15x divided by 5x. So I can just do on the side. 15x divided by this 5x. The x cancel out. 15 divided by 5 is 3. So whatever I get, which is the 3, I multiply by the numerator. So 3 times 7 is 21. So 21 goes right here. What about this one? Again, I'm doing this fraction. So LCD divided by this denominator, 15x divided by 3. 15 divided by 3 will give me 5. And the x will stay there. So if I got 5x. So now that 5x times the numerator, 2. So 5x times 2 is 10x. I can bring down the plus sign. And now, the denominators being the same, I can just copy one of them, 15x. And then I combine the top, 21 plus 10x. And looking at this, there's nothing else I can do. So I'll just leave that as my answer. What about this one right here? For that one too, whenever I'm adding or subtracting fractions, I check the denominators to see if they are the same. In this, if they are the same, it will be easy. Just copy one of them, combine the top. But they are not the same. So I have to find the LCD. And when I'm finding LCD, I learned that I just find the multiples of the numbers first. So multiples of 9 and 9. Obviously they are the same, right? So whenever you have the same numbers, the LCD is always, you copy one of them. So my LCD is 9, but one of the numbers have a variable x. So I'm just going to add x to it. So 9x will be my LCD. So now that I know my LCD, I'm just going to do this. Instead of 9, I have 9x. Instead of 9x, it was still 9x, so I have my 9x right there. And now what goes to the top? I do one fraction at a time. So I take the LCD divided by 9. So 9x divided by 9, the 9's cancel out. So I have my x, and that x times 5 is 5x. And I do this one also. 9x divided by 9x will give me 1, and now 1 times 2 is 2. I bring down minus sign. So now the denominators are the same, so I can just copy one of them and then I just combine the top. So I got 5x minus 2. These two are not like terms, so I cannot combine them, so it will stay like that, and of course that would just be my answer. And that's it.
Please don't forget to subscribe, tap the bell to be notified for new videos, and share.